Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Beatles Forever. Today we're going to talk about the 5 of the most nostalgic sounding songs by Paul McCartney and Wings. Paul McCartney jumped into a new life as a rock and roll performer when he created the band Wings. Linda saw how depressed Paul was when the Beatles broke up, and Paul wondered if his days of being famous were over forever. He moved to Scotland and began drinking. And Paul said at first he thought it was fun, but then it wasn't anymore. Linda told him to get his act together, and that is when Paul formed Wings. In this episode, we will find 5 songs from Wings that have that nostalgic sound. Here they are. First on the list is Good Night Tonight. This didn't come from a Wings album, interestingly enough. It was released as a single on March 23, 1979. This song has 2 sounds to it, one with a flamenco sound and the other disco. When this song came out, disco was on its last legs, but this song got to number 5 on Billboard and proved disco wasn't quite dead yet. The song begins with a rocking flamenco guitar sound and percussion and a great bass riff going on throughout the song. The song has a groove, and you can just picture everyone out on the floor discoing the night away, especially on the part of the song that goes to bongos and the lyrics, "Are you going to go home tonight? Are you going to go home?" And that line is really catchy, and you can't help but sing along. Now, Paul knows how to write a hook, and he did a great job with this tune. Number 2 is Arrow Through Me. Now, this song came from the Wings album Back to the Egg and was released August 14th, 1979. This song sounds as smooth as butter with a mellow electric piano, synth bass, and horns. The horns really remind the listener of a Duke Ellington-like vibe, and Paul sings in a jazzy way that really makes you tap your foot. In an interview from 2016, Paul stated, "There are some songs that I just heard, and literally since I recorded them, that I hadn't heard, and one was called Arrow Through Me, and that's kind of a funky little thing. Interesting harmonies, interesting brass riff, as I say, something I recorded and then not listened to again." And in fact, I hadn't really listened to the song lately, but I remembered how Paul said it was funky, and it is a great song with a foot in yesterday and in today too. Number 3, You Gave Me the Answer. This song came from the album Venus and Mars and was released October 4th, 1975. Paul was a great son, and he always paid tribute to his dad, James. James was a leader of the band when he was younger, and so Paul would write the English Music Hall numbers, and that reminded him of his dad. These songs kind of appeal to me because they're so catchy and great to sing to. Paul, in this song, he dedicated the song to Fred Astaire, and you could just see Fred singing and dancing in the ballroom. It also makes you picture a pub in the 1930s with everyone just talking and having fun. This song is one that Paul does best. I love history, and this song really takes the listener back in time, and it's a pleasure to listen to. Number 4, Baby's Request. This song was released June 11th, 1979, and it came from the album Back to the Egg. Paul wrote this song because while the band was on vacation, they happened to see the Mills Brothers. They were a 1930s band, and they were performing there in a cabaret. And when they went backstage, one of the group's members said, "How about writing us a song?" And Paul did write the song, but somehow the management got the idea that the Mills Brothers were going to pay Paul to have them record it. But Paul said, well, that's okay, so he decided to sing the song for himself. George Harrison reportedly liked Baby's Request, saying it was one of his favorite songs on Back to the Egg. McCartney explained that was because he likes mellow stuff. This song sounds like a nightclub in the 30s and the 40s, with Paul at the piano singing in a smooth and easy style. You have the upfront sound of horns and piano, and it's just a magical song. Okay, number 5, and the last on the list is London Town. Released August 26, 1978. London Town almost starts out like a Paul Simon song, or is it Paul McCartney first and then Paul Simon? But then the song goes into the English sounds of horns in a muted way, and it's almost as if we're strolling down the street with Paul as he observes people living their lives on the streets of London Town. This song has a stripped-down sound, and it works. You hear all the sounds, and it really makes you listen to the lyrics. And the harmonies sound great. And one part of the song near the end, the song picks up the beat, and the music plays a little harder, but soon goes back to that beautiful, quaint sound that gives the song heart. Paul McCartney, he's amazing. He knows how to write songs that rock. He writes love songs, and in this case, songs that have the nostalgic feel. He can make the listener feel a great many things in each song he composes. It's a wonderful gift to have, and we're fortunate that he shared his great talent with us. So that's the top 5 nostalgic songs by Paul McCartney and Wings. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day if it's the afternoon, or a great morning if it's just started. Please subscribe or like, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye.